All right, boys and girls, we're going to try our Saxon phonics program a little bit different today. As you can see, it is I, Mr. Losh, and I am talking to you through the computer. We're going to do our Saxon phonics lesson on the computer today. Now, I want you to be very mindful of all of the other students that we have in our classroom, because if you look around at the teacher table and you look in the front of the classroom, I am standing right there. And I'm teaching a lesson and we're practicing reading. So I need you to be extra, extra quiet while you're back here. Also, I need you to make sure that you're sitting in Leo position. I need you to make sure you have your Saxon phonics paper. I need you to make sure you have your name on it and that you're ready to go. Alright, here is the first thing that we're going to do. I want you to make sure that you have everything set down on the table, on the computer table in front of you. And I want you to slowly stand up and push in your chair. Yes, I know you're on the computers. If you're in the blue group, or the green group, or the yellow group, or the red group, go ahead and stand up and push in your chair. Keep your headphones on. Make sure that you're very careful of the cord that's connected to the headphones. Don't pull it out. And we're going to practice marching. Now, while we're practicing marching, I want you to be very careful. We're going to march in place. And while we're marching in place, I would like you to count with me, and I would like you to try and say the alphabet as we go through it marching. So remember, march very carefully and whisper. Whisper the alphabet while I say it. Are you ready? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Well, that is a little bit different than singing the alphabet. If you went ahead and you marched to the alphabet and you got through every single letter, all 26 of them, give yourself a pat on the back. Very good job, boys and girls. Okay, go ahead and have a seat back in your computer chair. Make sure your Saxon phonics paper is in front of you. Make sure you have your pencil. Make sure your headphones are on, nice and neat. And here we go. If you look at my screen right now, you can see that I'm moving around. We have our friend Leo the Lion, Riley the Raccoon, and they're going to be helping us while we work. I have the uppercase and lowercase k on a sentence strip because we've been working on the letter K, and we know that the letter K says what? K. Very good. The letter K says K. Now, look at my uppercase K and look at my lowercase k, and look at how they're a little bit different from each other. They both have a straight line going down. But my uppercase K has this longer top line here that's going diagonally, and it touches the top of my sentence strip. But my lowercase k has a smaller diagonal line that only touches the middle dotted line of my sentence strip. So be very careful when you're practicing your uppercase and lowercase k's. Alright, as you can see on my next screen, I have a bunch of different balloons of all different sizes. I want to practice saying some words. When I say a word, I want you to think about where you hear the k sound in it. So all of these words are going to have the letter K, but I want you to see if you can figure out where it has the K sound. Are you ready? The first word is milk. Milk. Where do you hear the K sound? At the beginning, the middle, or the end? Alright, let's go ahead and pop our first balloon. And there's the word milk. M-I-L-K. If you said that you hear the K sound at the end, give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. Okay, let's go on to our next word. Our next word is kitten. 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 Listen very carefully. Alright, let's pop our next balloon. Here is the word kitten. If you said that you hear the K sound at the beginning of the word, then give yourself a pat on the back. The next word is fork. Fork. Do you hear the K sound at the beginning, the middle, or the end? Let's pop our balloon. There's the word fork. If you said that you hear the K sound at the end of fork, give yourself a pat on the back. Alright, the next word is silk. Silk. Where do you hear the K sound, the letter K? Let's pop our next balloon. If you said that you hear the K sound at the end of the word, then give yourself another pat on the back. Very, very good job, boys and girls. Keep it up. A few more balloons are left. Alright, let's go to this middle balloon right here. Listen very carefully. The word is kernel. Kernel. Where do you hear the K sound in kernel? Let's pop our balloon. And the K sound is at the beginning. The next word is shook. 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 And you can see that the k sound is at the end. How about the word kite? Kite. Kite. Is it at the beginning, middle, or end? And if you look very carefully, it is at the beginning. Very good. Now onto this giant balloon right here. The word that I have underneath this balloon is kangaroo. Kangaroo. Where do you hear the k sound? The letter K. Where do you hear the k sound in kangaroo? Well, if you look very carefully, let's pop our balloon. And the k sound should be at the very beginning of the word. Good. Let's go on to the next word, and the last and final word is peak. Peak. Where do you hear the k sound? And underneath our final balloon is the letter K at the end of the word peak. Very good practice, boys and girls. All right, make sure that you have your Saxon paper in front of you. Make sure that your name is nice and neat at the top of your paper. And I'm going to practice some letters with you. Take your pencil, hold it high in the air, shake it all about. Please drop it down on line number 1. And I would like you to write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says T. T. Go ahead and do that now. The uppercase and lowercase letter on line number 1 that says T. If you need help, go ahead and look at my paper. You know what? I'm actually going to erase this. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I make sure that I'm doing my very best work and that I'm writing nice and neatly. Alright. Line number 1. Go ahead and look at my paper if you need some help. The uppercase and lowercase letter that says T. 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 Good. Line number 2. Go on down to line number 2. Please write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says Take your time. If you need help, go ahead and look at my paper. Good. Line number 3. Please write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says If you need help, go ahead and look at my paper. Look at how I'm taking my time. I'm doing my very best work, the best that I can. And look at how I'm forming all of my different letters. Line number 4. Please write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says P. 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 Be very careful. Take your time. Make your paper look very neat. I know I'm moving very quickly, so just go ahead and do the best you can on each line. And we'll keep practicing. Line number 5. Please write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says ah. Ah. This letter also says O. Line number 6. Please write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says N. 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 Do that now. Go ahead and look at my paper if you need some help. Line number 7. Please write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says Take your time. The uppercase letter is very difficult to make, and so is the lowercase letter. So as long as you're doing your best and taking your time, that is all I could ask for. Line number 8. Please write the uppercase, lowercase letter that says ol. 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 Take your time. Do the very best you can. And while you're still writing and working the very best you can, I want to show you all of my different letters that I have, 1 through 8. Look at how I took my time. I made sure that I'm on my line. And that I did my very, very, very best work. Okay, number 9. Please write the uppercase and lowercase letter that says K. 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 And do the very best that you can. This is our brand new letter. Alright, and you know, we actually have a lot more lines left, but we're only going to do to number 9 because I want to get going here and make sure that we get everything finished today. So if you look, we still have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and we'll go ahead and get to those later on today. I would like you to go over to your box that you have on your first page, and please circle all of the uppercase and lowercase k's that you see. Go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead and do the same on my paper. All of my uppercase and lowercase k's. Very good. Alright, go ahead and look at the front of your paper. And let's review some of these letters. Now, I did go very, very, very fast and on the computer. I apologize for that, boys and girls. But let's go ahead and look. Number 1, you should have the letter T. Go ahead and look at number 1. Number 1 right here should be the letter T, uppercase and lowercase. Number 2 should be an uppercase and lowercase s. Number 3 should be an uppercase, lowercase r. Number 4 should be an uppercase and lowercase p. Number 5 should be an uppercase and a lowercase o. Number 6 should be an uppercase and a lowercase n. 7 is an uppercase and lowercase m. 8 is an uppercase and lowercase l. Look at the L, uppercase and lowercase l. And number 9 is an uppercase and lowercase k. And you know what? I see that I just goofed on number 10. If you look very carefully, I have 2 uppercase k's because I didn't take my time. So always make sure that you take your time when you're doing your letters. And I'm going to try again with my lowercase k. Now, my lowercase k should not have a diagonal line that goes up to the top of my sentence strip. It should have a tiny diagonal line that goes to the middle dotted line. So let's go ahead and try this. And that looks a lot better, doesn't it? A lowercase k right there. Good. All right. Very good, boys and girls. Go ahead and take your paper on the count of 3 and turn it over. 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm going to zoom out for a minute. There we go. Look at number 1. If you can see number 1, there is 3 letters in it. Let's go ahead and zoom in again, actually, a little bit. Number 1 has 3 letters next to it. Can you tell me which letter is a vowel? Number 1 has 3 letters in it. Can you tell me which one is a vowel? Very good. The letter O. And we're going to mark our O with a brief because I see that my vowel is followed by a consonant, the consonant P, or my red letter is followed by a black letter. So I know that it's going to be the short vowel sound, and I know it's going to say ah because O says ah when it's short and O says O when it's long. If you sound out this word, and I'm sure many of you have gotten this already, T says T, O says ah, P says P. The word is top. Very, very good. Go ahead and connect your word top to your picture top. If you need help, go ahead and look at my paper. Alright, go on to number 2, please. Draw your brief above your vowel for the same reason. I have the letter I, which is my vowel. I know that it is short because there's a consonant that follows my vowel, my black letter that follows my red letter. And look very carefully at the word fin. I would like you to draw a line from your picture to your word. Do that now, please. Take your time. Okay, now it's getting a little tricky, so let's go ahead and turn our spotlight on, and let's close our spotlight a little bit down onto our words, and let's look specifically at our next word, number 3. If you look at our next word right here, we know that our I is a vowel, and it's short because I have a consonant after my vowel. This word, if you sound out, P says P, I says I, G says G, P, ig, P, ig, P, ig, pig. Please connect your word to your picture. Go ahead and do that now. And number 4, go ahead and draw your last and final brief, please, above your vowel. You have a consonant that is following a vowel, so you know it's short. O says ah, in this case, a short ah, not a long O. And the word is hop. Hop. Please draw a line from your picture to your word, and that should be the very last one. Once you're done, go up to line number 5, and we are going to take a spelling test. Now I would like you to take your time on this, and I would like you to do your very best. Number 5, I would like you to spell this word the best you can. As you can see, there's 3 letters for number 5. Here's the first letter, the second letter, and the third letter. I would like you to write the word hop. 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 Go ahead and please take your time. The word is hop. Line number 5. Hop. All right, we're going to move on to line number 6. You know what? Let me go ahead and write in number 5. The first sound I hear is h. The next sound I hear is ah. And the last and final sound I hear is p, p, p. This is how I spell the word hop. The next word I have is fin. Listen to all the sounds you hear in the word fin. F, in, f, in, f, in. Take your time on writing the word fin. Good job. Going to move down to number 7. Number 7, please write the word pig. P-ig. P-ig. There's 3 sounds. P-I-g. Take your time. Good job, boys and girls. And last final one, number 8, is top. T-op. Up, t, up, t, up, top. All right, you know what? All of you did a fantastic job. Please make sure that you turn your paper and your pencil into the correct spot. Hang up your headphones and go on over to the computer table. Very, very good job, boys and girls. Thank you very much for doing your absolute best work with me today.